Okay. So I was looking online, as we do,
Yeah.
and I saw that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is out, and it's been. I don't think we need to talk about the movie per se. I think it's been everybody knows about it.
Yeah.
Everybody, if you're gonna go see it, you're gonna go see it. That's really the point. And I guess that's really the point of what I'm trying to bring up now. If you're gonna go see something, you're gonna go see it. What I'm bringing up is the movie is sitting at a 19% on Rotten Tomatoes right now. So it lowered from the last time that we all looked at it, because I saw it and I thought I saw like 25%.
Yeah.
You said somewhere around 38 or 33.
Yeah.
It's sitting at 19% right now.
Double digits.
There are a lot of movies like that, mostly Michael Bay movies, and they're, according to critics, they're awful movies.
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles has made $62 million in 2 days. My question is, what's the point of reviews anymore? And are they important? I mean, that entire industry as a whole, just criticism.
Yeah.
It's dying, obviously, because print media is dying.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
matter. It doesn't matter because if enough hype and enough momentum is generated behind something, it's gonna sell.
Yeah.
That's it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles may be a horrible movie, but the advertising and any public relations was so fantastic, and everything was created so well, and not created, just advertised so well that people just went to go see it.
Yeah.
They were convinced to go see it.
It's something that like Turtles, for instance, was something that it had a built-in fan base.
That's what I'm saying. Don't discount the nostalgia for that.
Yeah,
too.
people were gonna go see that even if it had a 0%.
I mean, what do you mean nostalgia? If you look at the trailer, there's no nostalgia factor in that.
Just the name
nothing
alone
resembles anything from anything original of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
It's just the name. It's the name alone, and that being
that's
the franchise.
Enough. Well, with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, for instance, like how many times have they brought it back, rebooted it? What are you doing? How many times have they brought it back? Like they had the all CG movie a couple years ago.
Yeah, TMNT.
Yeah, and then they brought them back, and then they had a cartoon.
The cartoon, the most recent one.
And that cartoon's not very good. TMNT wasn't very good. But then again, like, have they ever been that good? I mean, when you go back and watch the first one,
say what you want.
First one,
say what you want, but the first one's pretty good.
It's not bad.
It's fun.
It's I love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so like I can definitely watch all the movies and be entertained. But like as a movie, as you're watching it, as we're all amateur critics here.
Yeah,
watching it.
The point you're bringing up right now. Validates the point you just brought up.
Yeah.
Like that, you're saying that's a horrible movie, but
I still would go see it.
Well,
you're right.
Go.
Yeah, I mean that's how fucking Transformers made all that money.
Yeah.
I mean, people knew. It wasn't a secret that they were bad movies.
The first one was good. Nobody ever saw CG like that. Nobody saw a truck turn into a robot right on screen. That was the most impressive part of that movie.
Well, and that was riding off of nostalgia too.
It was, but it had something, at least the visuals behind it to back it up,
Yeah.
and the action and the drama and the comedic timing and everything. It had Shia LaBeouf, Shia LaQuiff, and Bernie Mac was in it.
Before he became Shia LaDouche, right? Give me that. Go on. The first one was first one was pretty good. I'll give you that.
The second one was alright.
And the second one was garbage.
Yeah, second was pretty awful.
Second was garbage. 3 was a little bit better.
I didn't watch. I was done with it after the second one.
I'm
not watching this anymore.
But yeah, I mean that point still holds true.
Yeah, they all got poor reviews. It's just
should critics just not bother?
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I was about to say. Like should they just why? Because all these people they're just trashing this movie, but for what gain? Obviously, you're not stopping anybody.
No.
So what is the point of even writing these reviews anymore?
Well, I don't think it's the critics' job really to get people not to do something. It's just their opinion on it. And if you agree with their opinion, then cool, you have a heads up on it.
Yeah.
But it should never be a critic's sole purpose to take somebody and go, no, don't see it.
No, but that's the critic's job, to instruct, like, to guide someone whether they want to or don't want to see this.
But not be the sole
like any company that gets a bad, or like the cliche critique is the one that goes into the restaurant and is just like, this is bullshit.
Right.
And that restaurant fails and burns horribly because of that critic's review.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the point of that person's review if, people are still going to go and, like, I only say this because I started watching Chef, like the first few minutes of Chef, which is a really good movie. Yeah. Anyway, if I'm just imagining if the people in Chef, if they read that person's review and were just like, oh wow, this restaurant's horrible, let's go, then what's the point of that critic's review? They should just not bother writing everything if it has no effect. So in essence, a critic, if they're not there to guide, what are they there for? They're just useless words.
It's a strange system because, on the one hand, you want to tell people, like, look, man, just if you want to go see it, then go see it.
Right.
Who cares what a critic thinks? But then at the same time, if things get good reviews, they're not fucking shy about telling you how many good reviews this one product got. When a movie gets a bunch of Oscar nominations and a bunch of good reviews, like, you watch the trailer and it's like 4 stars, USA Today, and blah, 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 this, that, and the third. But if it gets a bad review, everybody tries to act like critics don't matter anymore.
Well, that's when they go to the Twitter reviews.
The Twitter reviews, and then they're like,
awesome.
Like ain'titcool.net, like, this movie was all right.
Latino news. Yeah.
I mean, that's how you know a bad movie.
That's what I was going to bring up about reviews, or when movies are like, they go ... awesome, and then that's it. Like, what was before and after that ...
Exactly.
Like, anything else would have been awesome.
My popcorn was awesome.
All they do is just paraphrase those reviews, especially from, like, those, like, really indie news websites and bullshit like that. Yeah, that's how you know you've got a bad movie, when the reviews are like, awesome, this movie is great. Well, exhilarating.
The easiest way to see is the fine print. If the finer the print of the place they got that review from, the less substantial that review usually is.
Yeah.
But I mean, to what you were talking about before, I think that the fact that anybody we talked about this before too. The fact that anybody has this voice now on the internet.
Yeah.
Anybody can review anything. We can put up reviews, on any website.
But we're the next guy.
What?
We're the next guy. Like, we're just that person on the street that's just like, yeah, you should see it. Or you shouldn't see it.
I mean, that's also the difference between the type of restaurant review you're talking about and the review from a critic that's their sole job, So, like, we can do our trailer trash thing and talk about how much we hate how Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles trailer looks. And, I mean, maybe that will convince 1 or 2 people that they might not want to see this movie, but I don't think that it's our place or any critic's place to say, you shouldn't watch this because I tell you not to.
Yeah.
It's up to the person to decide that when it comes down to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, duh. But, I mean, why wouldn't you as a critic say, this is horrible? Like, this is your job to tell people, like, don't waste your time, don't waste your money. There are other things that are better you could be doing.
Yeah.
I mean, a critic should be able to say that. Should be able to say, don't see this movie, it's bad.
I think there's a fine line between them saying their opinion on something, as in, this is a bad movie, I don't like it, and saying, you're stupid for seeing this.
Yeah.
Like, that's not the point.
Okay, what about like absolute horrible movies like The Happening?
Okay.
If a critic went, don't fucking waste your money, this is the worst movie ever, fuck M. Night Shyamalan, he sucks, you suck if you see this. I mean, like, at that point, then he's that critic is still absolutely right, because that movie sucks.
You don't suck for seeing that movie.
M. Night Shyamalan sucks. Yes,
you don't.
No, you do suck for seeing that movie. You suck for enjoying that movie. That movie sucks.
No, I think that's ignorant, honestly.
Look it up.
Okay. No, I think that's an ignorant way of thinking about things, because I think that some intelligent, fine people will enjoy The Happening. I don't like the movie.
Find me one.
Okay.
Please. Find me one person who likes The Happening.
Marco, you can say it now.
I hated that movie.
Movie's so bad you can't even pretend to like it.
It hurt.
Yeah, no, I don't. You know, smart people can like bad movies. I don't think. But yeah, it should be a critic's job to tell people like, hey, I mean, what the fuck are they paying them for?
Yeah, just for their opinion. That's what I'm saying. There's a difference between opinion and criticizing people for liking a thing or seeing a thing. You can persuade them not to because it's your opinion, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that saying that people are bad for seeing this movie or enjoying this movie. I don't think that's the place for the critic.
Yeah, they just have bad taste in movies.
Yeah.
That's all.
Well, to us. All right.
I mean, bottom line is I just don't get sites like Rotten Tomatoes anymore. You know, like years ago, I would go to them like for every movie, and they would, it would make sense to me. But nowadays, they don't really. They're just pointless now. That's really the point, I guess, is that they're pointless.
Oh, so are you gonna stop?
Probably.
You gonna stop looking at Rotten Tomatoes?
I don't really look at Rotten Tomatoes anymore.
I do. I do all the time. Whenever there's a movie that I'm interested in at all, I'm there like Thursday night to see the reviews.
I kind of stopped looking at Rotten Tomatoes.
I would say it's still pertinent to people like us that actually care about media and movies and like don't go just to have fun. We go because it's something artistic and cool and we're trying to get something out of movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the general public, maybe not, but
Yeah.
I guess that matters more than just us guys that are like super into this kind of stuff.
Yeah, if
But,
you want your brain numbed for an hour and a half, go for it.
I mean, we do that sometimes too, but I mean,
But we don't pay money to do it. We did go see Fast 5 and Fast 6, so.
But that's ironically entertaining. We went to see that because it's...
Not me, man. I went to see it just because I like just dumb movies like that sometimes.
I mean, no, yeah, but I liked it for the same reason, but I didn't go in there expecting like, all right, well, this is going to be a legitimately cool, artistic movie.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. That's true.
He jumped off an intersection and caught a woman. And then
Caught her!
midair.
And then his momentum propelled
Yeah.
them. It's classic.
It's not even possible.
Fast
they
6
hauled
is
us
classic.
10-ton safe down Brazilian streets
Yes.
with a Charger,
Yeah.
Yes.
and a Challenger? No.
That was good stuff.
Yep.
It's retarded.
That was good stuff.
Classic. Both those movies.
That shit's not going down in any history book or any film.
I don't know.
Movie making history book. Nothing.
Masterpiece type
That
movies.
is not anything to go down in any kind of history book ever.
It's kind of crazy to think about how many movies they've made,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
that's been going on for a long time.
Yeah, it's just going to keep going, too. Did you guys... This is kind of off, but I
Isn't
wanted
this
to ask...
entire show?
Yeah, you're right. So
Michael
then,
Jordan.
So then it doesn't matter. This is the Michael Jordan episode. Did either one of you guys see the Mad Max trailer?
Yes.
What'd you think?
I loved it.
Okay, have either of you seen the
Yes.
original trilogy?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We had an auto shop teacher that played that shit like every
Yeah?
Friday.
That's
I
awesome.
rewatched it recently and just had nostalgia the entire time. Yeah.
Okay, so you liked it? What'd you think?
My biggest concern was Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy. Is Tom Hardy supposed to be the same character that Mel Gibson was? Like, are we just writing off Mad Max?
From what I've seen, it's not a complete rewrite, but they've taken elements from like all three movies to reboot it. It's not Mad Max a reboot. It's not like a remake of the original Mad Max.
Okay, what was the Road Warrior, Mad Max.
No, Mad Max is the first one. Road Warrior is the second one, and then Thunderdome is the third
one. I was getting them out of order. Okay, so it was the new Mad Max coming out in between the end of Mad Max and the beginning of the Road Warrior?
Well, no, it's a reboot, but it's taken elements from all three movies.
That's weird. I heard it wasn't a reboot though.
That's what I read.
Oh man.
Until we get that down, I'm very
we need
confused.
facts on that.
But what I would have liked, since it was I told you about this, since it was Mel Gibson's like breakthrough role, that they get another Australian actor as his breakout role, and that way it nods Mel Gibson and the Mad Max lineage as well, and then it just kind of goes off on it. I would like his character to not be Mel Gibson's Mad Max.
Right. You
Right.
want to leave that alone. Let that be its own thing.
I would like him to be the son of Mad Max. Maybe. Not really if they did it right.
Right.
But just not Mel Gibson.
Right.
Okay? That's it.
I agree with that. Like, I really would have liked it.
And Tom Hardy's not going to be that guy, you know.
Max?
Well, I'm saying
They
he's
call
not
him
gonna.
Max, though, don't
No,
they?
he's Max. But what I'm saying is he's not going to play it the way Mel Gibson played it. You know,
See,
it's,
that's I need continuity in
Yeah.
in things like this. It doesn't make sense to go into an established series and then be like, all right, well, here's something completely different than you're expecting.
Similar tones, but nothing from the actual series that we've grown up on.
But I did like the what did you call it? Practical stunts.
Yeah,
That was
the practical
cool.
stunts
Yeah.
is really good.
I like that.
I think even the stuff that was CG looked pretty good too. Like it added to the stuff as opposed to just looking weird and out of place.
but seeing like real cars.
Yeah, seeing a car like
Crash.
Blowing
legitimately
up and-
flip out of control.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah. Good, and it's so sad how far movies have come from actual,
From bullet.
cinematography.
Yeah.
Is that a word?
Cinematography.
Cinematography, sorry. Cinematography, and to just CG replacing everything.
Yeah.
And it's not cool, but to see something like that, it just seems so out of place.
Right.
And I liked that aspect. I didn't like the character aspect. It might be shot well, but told horribly.
Yeah, good. I mean, it has the same director as the original trilogy, right?
Yeah, he's writing, directing, and producing.
Okay. Perfect.
Same guy, George
it might
Miller.
be shot wonderfully and told well, but it won't be great.
I don't know. I think it's still gonna. I mean, like the first Mad Max, for instance, was like it was dark, so dark.
yeah.
How
Like
stoked do you think Dove is?
who?
Dove.
Yeah, our
Dove
teacher.
was the auto teacher that showed us
okay.
this.
He introduced the movie to us as youngins.
Yep.
I remember the scene where you see the chick without a top on, and he goes, boobs.
Boobs.
High school.
Yep.
Boobs.
But yeah, it was dark, and it was, you can tell it was made on like a shoestring budget.
Oh yeah.
But
like
that is what made it so great.
Yeah. Its imperfections, I think, really helped it be as gritty as it was.
I mean, there's not a lot of backstory on the new one that's coming out. Now, except for, I mean, his name's Max.
What I would like is if it turns out that it's in that same universe, in the same timeline, and Max is just like a phrase of like him being awesome, you know? Because the other Max was so cool, he becomes like Max, you know?
Okay.
Like
No,
it's like
that's his real name. He has a last name and everything.
like the term of endearment, you know?
Yeah, like you're totally Mad Max, bro.
Right. Like he's a renegade, man.
No, that's not it.
Anyway,
what I'm assuming is that it's a reboot, and it looks like they've taken elements from all three movies, because it's definitely not a straight up Mad Max remake, because
Right.
the trailer looked like Road Warrior
Yeah.
and Thunderdome.
Thunderdome together.
Yeah,
Which-
because the original Mad Max didn't have a lot of like car circus type, just
Right.
shit crashing
S&M
into each other. Yeah,
people.
It was
Right,
really it was really about
they're taking
Max.
they took the most
and-
exciting parts of that trilogy and just threw it in the trailer. And
Right.
Just like this,
Yeah.
feed them.
Yep. So if you weren't excited about that, then you're probably not going to be excited about the movie.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming like it's just gonna be, because in the trailer, Tom Hardy's just sitting there the whole time. Like what the fuck he doesn't do anything in the trailer.
I don't think he even says anything, really.
Right, he's
No.
just sitting there and he's just looking back and making faces and stuff, but he doesn't really do anything in the trailer. It's not about him.
He's looking over in his car. Dominic Toretto pulls up, Ferrari.